Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. Now, everything is down. I know it's not fun times. Crypto's down across the board. NFTs are down across the board. Stocks are down, but we can't always be in that euphoric period where everybody's making 50x returns. Now, this is also why it's important to always take profits when the market is up. I know it's annoying hearing that now, so next time the market's up, I'm going to remind you. As usual, this is not financial advice. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before buying or selling anything. Now, if you did have some ETH tucked away or some stable coins to buy ETH after ETH tanked, there were some amazing buying opportunities. We saw Moonbirds from the high of 40 go all the way down to 17 Ethereum. It did quickly recover to roughly 26 Ethereum. However, now it is back down to 23. Still great if you bought in at 17. I did notice earlier today it was 3 people. Now 2 people here are selling at quite a loss. However, most of the people who are listing near the floor, they're going to be making some profit. So at least not that many people are down bad for this collection. The other one that I was considering buying in, I have been considering buying in for quite a while, is going to be Clonex. These went all the way down to 10 Ethereum. People were accepting 10 Ethereum offers. Now, I did not buy one yet. I will discuss how I got involved in this ecosystem a little later in this video, but this is definitely a collection that I was looking for and that I'm going to keep looking at in the future. Hopefully it does trend downwards so I can get in. Now, the third collection that I was looking to get exposure for, I was actually going to do a light floor sweep on these when they were close to 3 Ethereum. Thank goodness I did not, is going to be Beans Official. Now, in case you have been offline for the past 48 hours, Zagabond, the founder of Azuki, released an article basically saying that prior to Azuki, he released 3 different projects that he pretty much abandoned. Now, a lot of people were indeed upset about this for multiple reasons. One, why did he abandon these projects? A lot of people are saying he's a scammer. He did 3 different rugs until he finally hit a home run with Azuki. People are even calling Azuki a rug. I don't think that's correct. I think it's okay to judge the founder and say, I don't want to invest in this person. But to call Azuki a rug, to me, makes absolutely no sense. Now, the other reason people are upset is that the market, as we said, is down bad. So it was really weird for him to release this article when already Azuki went from 32 Ethereum last week all the way down to 18 Ethereum. And not long after he released this article, it quickly went down to 12 Ethereum. So many people were upset. Many people had a ton of questions, and I was considering selling because it went to 12. It jumped back up to 18. I was considering selling. I literally was going to go to bed, and then I stayed awake for 90 minutes just staring at my Azuki on the sale page with a price typed in, just considering selling. Now, I did not sell at that time. I saw this. I knew there was going to be a space. So I figured either I'll let him explain himself or I'll sell right before the space, because the prices tend to trickle up just before the actual event happens, which did end up happening. It went back down to, I guess, 13, and then before the space, it was roughly at 16 Ethereum. Now, during this space, he did address a lot of these things. A lot of people are upset, saying that he kind of just skated and didn't really answer any of the questions. For me, there were a few red flags, the main one being his opening line of, I only have 30 minutes. If you're going to open up with, I do not have time for you, that is a horrible sign. And right there, I should have listed mine on the floor. I didn't. I waited, and I ended up having to catch a falling knife. Now, a few of the other things he addressed, a lot of people are saying he rugged. He was saying, you know, how long is a creator supposed to support a project, especially if the secondary sales are pretty much dead, which I don't disagree with. I don't know why all of a sudden people are getting super sensitive about these 2 a.m. degen mints. If you look in my hidden folder on a bunch of my wallets, I've never been upset at something I minted hoping to make a quick flip or just putting it straight into my hidden folder. But a lot of people were upset because he did make profits and just leave these projects allegedly. I don't know what the mint price of these was. I don't know what the roadmap is. So I'm not trying to defend him or trying to accuse him. I'm just saying what the overall perception was. Now, during the space, a lot of people are accusing Andrew Wang of, you know, throwing softball questions. I don't think that was the case. Maybe he had some discussion with Zagabond that he's not allowed to bring people up. A lot of people apparently had agreements with Andrew that they were going to go on stage. I don't know if Twitter spaces are built to handle 13,000 people in a room, a lot of them making requests to go on stage and probably just yell at the founder. founder. So even if they did get to go up, it probably would not have gone good, especially if you stayed after the space and you know it was just a complete mess. Everybody was talking on top of each other. There were some very angry people in that room, but a lot of people are accusing Andrew of having a secret hidden bag of Azukis that he's trying to protect. I don't think he was trying to protect him. The space really did not go well. The longer it went on, the worse it was getting. The floor price went all the way down from 16 Ethereum to 8 Ethereum. And Andrew has an NFT. Now, Andrew, if you're watching this, I know you committed to not selling your NFT for another 6 months. You do not owe anybody anything. If you want to sell your NFT, go ahead and sell it. This is your money. You invested 8 ETH into your Azuki. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do with your money. So if you want to make your money back, I don't know what the current floor price is. I think it was at 10.4 last I checked. So with the royalties, with the fees, you can make your money back. Go ahead and do it. And who cares if anybody's mad at you? This is your money. Now, was I happy with the space? Was I happy with the answers? Absolutely not. Okay, after the space, I went and sold my Azuki. Do I think Azuki is dead? No, there's a lot of people who still want it to succeed. Do I think it's going to be at 30 ETH in the next week or two? No, I do not. It's going to take a lot for them to recover, in my opinion. It's not impossible, but what can they do to increase the floor price? I don't know. Can they kick Zagamon off the team? Isn't that kind of what he wants? He did allegedly 3 rugs, right? So this is kind of his 4th. He's not leaving with no money. He's probably leaving with a nice bag of like $10 million. So the real losers here, what people aren't realizing, you know, we all have this wag me mentality. We're all gonna make it. The second this news dropped, this article dropped, everybody who doesn't own an Azuki was just piling on. Anybody who was defending Azuki, most likely because they owned one, was just getting attacked. But at the end of the day, we have to realize the real losers are not gonna be Zagabond, right? It's not gonna be even the Azuki team because they made $70 million. Zagamon probably has a very large bag just for himself. Just from the secondary royalties, they probably made over $2 million in the past 48 hours from this FUD. They're not losing. The real losers are the community. It's the holders. It's the people who bought in, especially at 20, at 30 ETH. And they thought that Azuki was the next Bored Ape Yacht Club or was going to be at Bored Ape Yacht Club levels, right? People who bought in low, it went to 30. They've never seen that much money before. They were super happy. And all of a sudden, their bag goes from 34 ETH down to 10 Ethereum. So I get it. It's fun to pile on. I even tweeted a bunch of memes, but at the end of the day, we have to remember the real people who hurt are the community, which is us. Even if you don't have that NFT, you are a community member to Web3 for NFTs, NFT Twitter. We're all in this together, right? WagMe, but you're also a community member to a bunch of collections. So if this happened to your collection, I'm sure you would not be happy. So what can they do to fix this? They have a very talented team, okay? Despite what has happened with the founder, even the founder, he's smart. He understands marketing, okay? I know a lot of you are mad and you're probably mad I just said that complimenting him, but he is smart and he understands what he's doing. And the people he hired are very talented. Even for Beans, although a lot of people, including myself, weren't fans of the art, it's the person who worked with Hello Kitty, right? They have a lot of backing, they have a massive war chest, and they have a lot of people behind them. Okay, I sold, I don't have any Beans, I don't have any Azuki, I have 3 Bobus, they're listed, I don't care what happens to them. So I'm not trying to defend my bag here, I'm just saying there is a chance that this project still does well because they have a big war chest, they have a lot of talented people, and look at the stuff they put out. This is quality stuff. So maybe if they give us a bit more information on what's going on, if they let us know, I heard they're doing a video game, I don't know if that's true, but maybe if they say, yeah, there's gonna be land, there's gonna be a token, people are gonna have a bit more confidence, maybe the floor is gonna start to go back up because people want to still be part of this community and this ecosystem. The only thing that has changed is that people found out the founder of this project did some bad stuff in the past. So let's say we get rid of him from the equation, he leaves, he makes his money, are people still happy about Azuki? Do they still love the art as much? Do they still love what Azuki is about? I don't know. Hopefully yes. And hopefully people who lost a bunch of money are able to recover some of their funds. Now, while the space was going on and that price was going down, a ton of money was shifting into PXN by the Nanoverse team. These went all the way up to 5 Ethereum. I currently hold 2 of them. I'm actually going to, which I never do, I'm going to gamble on reveal and try to get a rare because even though they're probably going to go down after reveal, I do think these are going to look good. Ray invested a ton of money into the art. And keep in mind, Ray is anonymous, just like Zagabond. So before investing, know that he's anonymous, although team members are revealed and they do know him in person. They know who he is. So part of the team is doxed and they know who he is, but I don't mind investing in this one, even though he's anonymous. This one to me has a lot of chance at being a successful project for a few reasons. One, the Nanoverse team is excellent at marketing. They know what they're doing. Two, the art, like I said, is going to be very good. And now people are looking for a new anime project to park their money in, new profile pictures. And three, which is probably my biggest complaint when it comes to NFT collections in general, NFT collections, if the secondary sales died, like if nobody was buying a collection, the collection would go to zero because the team can no longer afford to keep working on it, right? Because the team can no longer afford to work on it because no money is coming in. The only way a collection can generate revenue is by their secondary sales. So if they're gonna eat, if they're gonna live, pay their rent, they need money coming in somehow. So what PXN is doing is they're building two products. They're building an alternative to Discord, which I do think we need. If Discord is our method of communicating and having all these projects, if that's our version of Web3, we're down bad, okay? So we do need a better version of Discord, one that is built for NFTs. And one of the reasons I do think that can be very successful, whoever pulls that off, is if you get a ton of NFT projects to join your product, the users, the audience for those projects are gonna naturally follow. So you have a very good opportunity at getting a large user base, which is the number one problem when it comes to launching an app, right? Getting people to use it. But since we already are committed to these brands, to these NFT projects, if they ditch Discord and go to a new Discord, we're all just gonna follow. So the other thing they're building is some sort of, I guess, a variation of Craigslist or eBay. I don't know, some sort of marketplace. I haven't really looked into that one, but they are building actual products. So they have a much better chance at being an actual company on top of building their own brand. That's how I look at it. So I'm comfortable going through the reveal for this one. Not financial advice, make your own decision. But like I said, I do hold two. So fingers crossed that I get a rare Phantom. Now, as I mentioned, I did sell my Azuki. I sold it for 12 Ethereum. I really was not happy selling it. It did feel quite bad selling it because last week it was at 32 ETH. I could have made 3x my money, but it is what it is. So what did I put my money in? As I said, I wanted a CloneX. I wanted exposure to the artifact ecosystem. While I did not buy a CloneX, I ended up buying two of these monoliths for 6 Ethereum. Now, if you don't know what these are, you essentially get 3 items inside of them. You get these Nike shoes, so it's sponsored with Nike. So personally, I feel like Nike is never gonna let this collection die. Now, if you do buy some of these, be sure you're buying the base shoe and you are not overpaying for one of these shoes with a skin, because this, while it is combined with a vial, apparently there's some exploit where the person who listed it, they could remove the vial. So always make sure you are buying the base shoe. The second thing you get is going to be 1 of 8 vials. The floor one, the human one, is going to be valued right now at roughly 0.6 Ethereum. However, if you do pull a rare, something like the alien, these are trading, the last one traded at 150 Ethereum, you can see right here, and the floor is currently 130. So while volume is low for the more rare ones, if you do pull one, you are definitely in the money. And last but not least, the final item. So there's 3 items. There's the shoe, there's the vials, and you also get the monolith number 2. So we have no idea what's inside of this one. But my logic for this is right now the box is at 3.2, the shoe is at 1.7, the vial is at 0.6 if you get the less rare one. So that's what, roughly 5.5. Currently the monolith version 1 is 6.15. After royalties, if I do open it, it's like a 1 ETH gamble. However, my logic for this is when the monolith number 2 starts to open, the price of those is going to go up. Therefore, the price of these ones is also going to go up. Now, it doesn't mean these can't go down in the interim. However, I do believe in the long term, these I believe hit 11 Ethereum. I think they could get there again one day, especially as more and more people open them. Over 50% have been opened. There's a supply of 20,000 of these. Now, one thing to keep in mind is how many of the rare ones have already been opened. Here you could see on Rudy's Twitter channel, in the last 24 hours, none of the rare ones have been opened, but you can see over 50% of the alien, over 50% of Murakami, over 60% of the undead. So the top 3 rare ones have already been opened. So the more and more rare ones, if all the aliens, all the Murakamis, all the undeads are gone, the price of the box is going to go down because you can no longer pull a rare one. So just keep an eye on that if you're considering buying these, and especially if you're considering opening it. But that's my logic for these. As more and more people open them, just like the artifact vials, these are going to get more more and more rare, at least if there's a lot of rare vials left. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla.